What's up, 31 fam? How you doing? Welcome back to Horror Hangout. Got my boy Steven with me again. This episode, we are talking about the Tobe Hooper classic, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The original, the Mac Daddy of all horror movies. The only one, in my opinion, that holds up to this day. All right, have a good night, everybody.
See ya. Great movie. See ya.
Right? Okay, so okay. Let's just jump right in, man. If you're a horror fan, you're on this channel, you know what this movie is, you know what it's about, you know who made it, you know who directed it, all that jazz. The reason we're watching this is because we started this show on a whim. It's not necessarily always going to have Steven on it, but this is a guy that I always want to talk to. So I was like, hey, I want to do my show. And I just came up with a new show. And I wanted to do something, and I wanted to include my buddy. And he had never seen any of the Texas Chainsaw movies. So I first, for whatever reason, I decided to have him watch number 2 first because I suck. And I thought it'd be hilarious. And it was.
It was hilarious.
But
it was a great idea.
I legitimately did not know he hadn't seen the first one. So I was like, wait, what? So at the end of that episode, we were like, oh, let's do this one then. So that's what we did. We went back and watched that. Out of all the big ones, let's see, the big 3 is going to be Halloween. Well, I guess the big 4. Halloween, Texas Chainsaw, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Maybe even Aliens, right?
No.
Really?
The big 4. No. In horror, it's the big 4.
Okay, because that's sci-fi.
I think Aliens got its own category, kind of, and Aliens still holds up. But it's a straight-up horror movie. For whatever reason, they put this movie as a slasher. It's not a slasher film, but whatever. A slasher means that people chase people. There is no chasing in this movie. They go to these people's house, and they stay there. There's no chasing involved. Where do they chase these people?
Well, there's a lot of running. There's running.
This is not a slasher movie.
I don't know. I'm not
involved. Okay, in a slasher movie, the villain stalks its prey.
Yeah, no.
That's not how this movie works.
They go to his house. You're right.
Yeah, they show up by accident and they get fucked.
The first time you see him.
Yeah, bro.
Hilarious, bro. He's like, "Oh, thank you." Closes the door. Like,
bro, he's like, "Oh, we got drive-through now. I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know Grubhub delivered out here."
Bro, I laughed, bro. The first, and then the part that made me laugh was the slamming of the door. But okay.
So check this out. So, the big 4, this is the only one that is still scary. Dude, Halloween, as great of a movie as that is not scary. It does not hold up. It is not that. It's just not. You can get as mad as you want about that statement. It's okay. I'm right and you're wrong. The movie is just not that scary. Now, is it a great film? Yes. Did it produce an absolutely amazing character? Well, yeah. I'm not saying I don't like the movie. I'm saying out of the big 4, this is the only one that holds up. I think that's a pretty popular opinion, actually. I don't think I'm gonna get too much arguing with that one. I might, but who knows?
I've never even seen Halloween, so I can't argue with you.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I told you I'm not really into horror. This is all this shit is a first for me, bro.
This is so awesome, dude. Just so y'all know, that's one of the reasons why we're doing this, is because he doesn't watch horror movies. I know I'm surprised. I shouldn't be. It's not like I don't know Steven. He's one of my good friends.
Yeah, but to find somebody my age that hasn't seen Texas Chainsaw and Halloween, that's pretty.
It's a little surprising, but you know. So here's the thing. The reason that I think this one holds up is due to the fact that they had no money. Because it was all.
I have to agree 100%.
It's so gritty, and it's like they had to make choices like, okay, if we're going to do this, it needs to look real. We don't have any money to make it look real, so let's make it real. And so they just made it real, dude. The movie's a real movie. Everything that's happening
100%.
is pretty much happening, with the exception of people getting killed. There's nobody getting killed in it, but you couldn't tell that. Back then, I bet this movie scared the crap out of people when they first saw it.
Let me tell you something about this opening scene when they're in this van. It's shot, and I don't know if it's intentional or not. I think it's just literally because they had no money, and that's just the way it had to happen. But it's shot in such a way that I absolutely feel like I'm one of the people in the van.
It's got a weird POV feel to it, doesn't it?
It really does, and the grittiness, and there's long moments of silence, and there's no sound effects or music, or it's just the humming of the van, and it's I really felt like I was humming down the road with these people, and this crazy fucking hitchhiker was in the car.
Check this out. I'll fast forward for a second, and then I'll retract back to this. I do want to talk about this. Does anybody else recall the fact that in the remake of the movie, when old dude gets thrown up on the hook, it's all like, kadoosh, and it sounds really gross, right? In this one, there's like no noise. He's just like, and you're like, oh, what just happened?
And you got to watch her face to realize this thing is sliding into her back. Like, that's fucking genius. Like I said, I don't know if it's intentional.
He did it on purpose, dude.
But that shit's fucking beautiful.
I'm telling you, it's awesome, isn't it? So, okay, let's backtrack to the van, because I want to talk about the van real quick. How much did you want that crippled dude to die? On a scale of 1 to 10.
He was super annoying. You know, the only thing that was, for me, the only thing is that I felt I have the stupid thing where I had this fucking empathy for everybody, and I really felt bad that like they drugged this dude across country, wherever the fuck they were going or why they were going there. I don't know. I still don't know, and I can't wait for you to answer that for me. But like,
I don't even know.
2 horny fucking 70s couples on this road trip, and then this chubby dude in a wheelchair that literally, this is way before ADA, so the only ramp they had is 2 pieces of fucking plywood.
I'll tell you why they drugged him over there, because the little fucking wimpy bastard was probably complaining all the damn time, so they felt bad going somewhere without him, so they're like, all right, go.
And then they get there and he
wants to go, and then he wants to complain for being the third wheel the whole time. Dude, shut up and go home, dude. Like,
I mean, I don't know what the whole point was. He can't even get down to where the river was supposed to be. Like,
probably to have him be the guy you rooting for him to die. I don't know, man. He must have had some kind of, I don't know. You know, I love horror movies, but there's a lot about movies that I don't care to look for. I just find it out when I'm talking to people. This is one of those things. I don't know why he was in the movie. I don't know why the character was there, but I was rooting for that guy to get slaughtered the first time I saw this movie. I was like, I cannot wait for that guy to get his head cut off. Don't cut his legs off that are useless. Cut his head off. He's using it. Let's get rid of that guy.
Let me say something before I totally fucking forget about it, but it's a point that I want to make. So, when you talked about this movie and you said that your wife was like scared watching this movie, and you said that it's still scary.
No, I told you she wouldn't watch it because she's too scared of it. Like, she just, dude.
So, I agree that it was still scary. I watched it during the day, so you know, whatever. But like, I thought it was very interesting, and I had to find out after the fact that they didn't like. I really thought it was going to be gory and disgusting, and it wasn't at all.
Dude, that is a common topic on when people talk about this movie, about how you think of Texas Chainsaw and you think gory, disgusting, dirty, filthy. I mean,
there wasn't even any blood splatter. There was nothing. No. And you know what's funny, and I found out why later, that because Hooper wanted the movie to be PG. He was pushing hard for a PG rating, and he didn't get it, clearly. No. But I mean, even when your boy is just getting fucking chainsawed in the chest in the woods, I don't get to see any of that. And I know this sounds terrible, but that was not satisfying. As annoying as this fucking bastard was, I wanted to see his guts rip open.
Well, the thing is that back then they didn't do that in movies. They just it wasn't. You know what movies did that? The ones that weren't in theaters. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like,
well, that's why I thought about this. I thought this was like the first movie that was able to do that and still like make it to the screen, and it didn't.
I don't understand. You know, okay, what it is that the fact that the idea and the scenario is so brutal and so gnarly that just the thought of what's happening to those people will make you think you see something. Okay, here's a question for you. Saw. Have you seen Saw?
Yeah.
That was pretty brutal, right?
First one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was super gory, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't.
Really?
There's no blood in it.
Really?
Like, except the guy on the floor, there's no kills. There's no blood. It's not gory.
Yeah, I don't remember, but sure.
Crazy,
like you said, my mind makes you think that I saw somebody sawing his foot off.
That's this. You didn't see it.
Okay.
It showed you. It showed like a second of it, like touching the skin. Yeah. That's it.
Oh, that's a good example, because you're right, 100%. So
yeah, it's the same kind of like weird manipulation of the mind. It's just, you know, it's the scenario is brutal, man. It's that is the most scary. Dude, this could happen, bro. Saw could happen.
Yeah.
Halloween could not happen. Friday the 13th could not happen. Freddy Krueger certainly couldn't happen. Although Freddy Krueger came from a true story, oddly enough, but it still couldn't happen.
But you ending up in the woods at some crazy people's house absolutely could happen.
For sure, dude. My grandparents aren't that far down the road.
So, so there's two.
They're in a cemetery, but whatever.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I mean,
there's two different ways to talk about this movie, and one of the ways, well, for me that is because I saw the second one first.
Yeah,
I actually really liked it, and clearly you have explained to me that the second one was kind of an abomination to the people that love the first one and all that shit.
Well, it's that they wanted another one of the first. They weren't going to get it. They just were like, no, we're going to go. They had, it's a whole nother. This video could take 4 hours if we wanted to.
But it's weird but I have to talk about it because it's weird because the way you set it up, you're like, oh, they went one way and they went completely different way. While the tone is completely different, there was so many parts of that movie that were like shot for shot remakes of this movie. And I did not realize that final like dinner scene, which I did not like in the second one, was a fucking shot for shot remake of this dinner scene.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Like even to the point where they were making the grandpa use the hammer and he was too weak to actually make the kill. Remember how we were commenting about this lady and how she screamed so fucking much in the second one? I'm like, Jesus Christ, enough already to scream. It was but she was just emulating this girl, Sally, in this movie because that's what Sally did.
Well, dude, it was
Sally fucking almost killed it though. Sally did a much better job here than what's her name in the second one. I mean, it was believable. The shot of her eyes and like the close up of her eyes and stuff, that was fantastic.
Dude, so one of the reasons why I think this movie holds up so well is exactly what you said made you laugh at the very beginning of it. When they pull up to the house and old buddy goes inside, because he wasn't trying to be a prick. He was just like, he knocked on the door, it opened. He's like, hello? Hey, is anybody in here? And he walks inside, he trips, and the guy he like looks up, Leatherface is there, and it's just like, there's no fluff. He just goes, bam! Bam! And then just drags him in, slams the door shut. Dude, you're gone, bro. And then the next time you see that guy, where's he at?
On a table,
getting sawed up in front of his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Boom! I love this movie, dude.
It was good. It was good. Hey, what the fuck happened to the one guy? There was like a survivor in this, and nobody ever addressed it.
Wait, what?
The second boyfriend doesn't die. Leatherface hits him. Then Leatherface stuffs the girl back into the freezer that's still alive.
Okay.
And then turns around and is pissed off because he can't find him. Remember?
Okay.
He's like running around, like looking all disappointed, and is like, "No!" And then he looks out the window. What the fuck happened to that guy? The only thing, dude, that's
I don't
crazy.
let that kind of stuff bother me.
No, I'm just saying, like, does he show up in like the third remake of this fucking franchise and saying, "Oh, I'm still alive"?
I'm gonna say that people just assumed he was pretty hurt, dude. I think he probably just died.
Yeah, because he got him in the head for sure.
Yeah, you hit somebody in the head with a hammer like that, you're pretty donezo.
Dude, I like how once again in the second movie.
Man, that's gonna bother me now. I just watched this damn movie. I gotta go rewatch this so I can catch what I feel like I'm gonna watch it and go, oh, that's right, because I got like 18 minutes left on the screen because I was when I was rewatching it, my memory is legitimately messed up, and I'll explain why later at another point in time. But like I have to rewatch things constantly to be able to remember stuff, and I think I just hadn't gotten to that point yet because it's driving me nuts that guy got out of there like that.
I mean, maybe when he hit him, he fell right to the floor and you don't see him again. But I'm basing it on Leatherface's reaction to the fact that he was like all pissed off and disappointed and went to the window to look out the window. I thought the way it looked like that he got away, and I thought for sure later on they were going to show up. I
bet that was done post production, and before they edited this, I bet there was a scene explaining all of it.
Yeah, I did like the fact that that guy was in the same actor was in both movies and was the same character. He was named Cook in the second movie. The father, the dad.
Yeah.
The same fucking character.
Dude, for whatever reason, I thought you were talking about Bill Moseley, and I was like, what?
Oh.
I thought you were talking about Chop Top, because when I first saw the Hitchhiker guy, I was like, it'd be funny if that was Chop Top, is what I thought in my head.
But that's what it is. That's who he is. It's not the same actor, but it's definitely the same character.
Wait, what? Why do you think that?
Because they're both like hippie hitchhikers. They were the same. That's the three people in the second movie were the same three from the first movie.
I've never heard that.
You see the scene at the end when they're at dinner.
I'm not even saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I've never heard that. I don't not because it's not true. I just never come up in conversation around me.
So you see how the it's the same actor is like beating the fucking his sons supposedly, being like, "You dang idiots!" Doing the same.
Yeah, that I understand. Because the second one's supposed to be a sequel. So he went to war and came back.
Chop Top and this hitchhiker dude are the same character.
Like, dude, I'm gonna start making some posts to find out what other people think about this, because I may just be in the dark about this. This may be a thing I didn't even know.
No,
I'm not saying you're wrong at all. I'm saying that
the second movie was just trying to recreate the exact same magic with those three characters and expand on it a little bit, and that's just what the result was.
Dude, I've never heard it even talked about like that.
Really?
Bro, I'm telling you, because you're not a horror guy, so you're not into the scene. So, like, that's why I like talking about this stuff with you, because you'll see something from a completely different vantage point than what I'm seeing it from.
Yeah, because remember when I brought up the second one, when we were talking about the second one, I asked you, I said, isn't more of the family members are in the first one? And you go, I don't think so. I think it was just Leatherface. But
yeah, it was just Leatherface, the old guy. It was a couple. I mean, but it wasn't.
And his brother, which was the guy, the hitchhiker, was his brother.
Holy shit! I never put that, dude. I can't. But see, dude, look, man. I watch movies just so people understand.
Yeah, your memory.
No, well, not just that, but like with me and Josh, like we watch movies for completely different reasons. I watch them solely for entertainment while I'm sitting in that chair.
Yeah.
Once I get up, I don't even think about them again until I start talking about them with a buddy or something like that. I don't think about this stuff all day long when I'm doing other things. Josh watches a movie, and this is not a slide. This is just, at least in my observation of how he does it, he'll watch a movie, and then he's thinking about it later, and then he'll go do some research on some stuff, and look up the director and things like that, look up the story. I don't do that. So I don't ever, there's a lot of stuff that I don't even understand, and then when I get told, I'm like, oh man, I should have known that. And I have fun doing it. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I don't get embarrassed because I don't know some kind of movie trivia. It doesn't matter to me.
Oh.
Well, a lot of people
watch it for the 2-hour experience.
You didn't know that? You're not as big a fan as I am then. And I'm like, well, whatever. Dude, my entire life revolves around this. You're right. I'm not a big fan. I don't like this stuff. You know, cool points go to you, buddy.
Yeah, but, dude, like, I just thought it was, and I think maybe the perspective
that's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
Well, I think the perspective I had was 100% strictly because I saw the second one first.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
And I was looking for the elements, the origins of those things in this one, whereas if I watched them the other way around, I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
bro? Because I'm actually kind of, the reason I'm so surprised is because I usually get things wrong. So when I thought, it'd be funny if I was Chop Top, because I thought you kind of acted like him. And you're like, yeah, it is. I'm like, wait a minute, because they never call him Chop Top, and they made a very big point of calling him Chop Top in the second one.
Even in IMDb. The actor that's the only same actor in both movies is as a different character name on IMDb. He's called Cook in the second one, and in this one he's just called the Old Man. Yeah. So technically they're not the same characters, but they are. I mean, they're literally the same.
What's funny, dude, is that I didn't even go to IMDb, bro. Like I don't do that.
I know. But see, I can't come on this show and not have any kind of anything to talk about.
No, it's kind of hilarious that you came on a show and I'm supposed to be like the guy doing the horror stuff, and you're like, no, I know more about this than you. And I'm like, yeah, you probably do.
Yeah.
I do. I look, man. To me, it's just for fun. I love this stuff, man. It's not. It's more of just a. Because I don't really care if I get things wrong, man. It's just a discussion to me. It's just having fun.
Oh, I'm so thankful you made me watch this. This shit was good. I mean, it was good. That final scene with Sally. Another thing you're gonna hate that I brought up. What the fuck happened to the truck driver? He just ran off in the woods. That poor bastard.
Fucking right. Wouldn't you have?
Yeah, but like the other truck driver came up and got away, but the poor fucking other truck driver just ran off into the woods. He's probably
two people gonna act differently.
Poor bastard was definitely supper the next night, 100%.
Oh, for sure. No, this movie, the last time that I watched it was probably over a year ago, and I hadn't watched it before that in probably 10 years, because it's one of those movies that I'd seen a lot growing up, but my memory is so bad that when I realized I hadn't watched this in a long time and I watched it again and I was like, whoa, I made the mistake of watching it by myself at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm like watching it, bro. I had the absolute worst dreams for like 3 nights straight, bro. But yeah, the movie is filmed in such a way that it just holds up because movies have come to where they're filmed like that now intentionally.
Yeah, you're right. You're
like,
100% right. There was something so fucking authentic to this movie, and to the life of me, I don't understand why they went to the house. I don't understand why they had this road trip to this house. I don't know. Do you know?
It's my understanding they weren't going to the house. They were going to some property close to the house.
No. Right. Why did they? That's what I meant. Why did they go to his old fucking family home that was all?
No, dude, go get laid, bro.
That was so stupid.
Because back in the 70s, what else are you doing, man? They didn't have fucking iPhones. Like they didn't have anything else, bro. They had like the guy really valued his guitar. I thought it was odd. He said he'd trade his guitar for something. I was like, no, bro, nobody. I was like, well, I guess back then a guitar is very valuable. It's what you spent your time doing. Now we don't care about that kind of stuff. We wouldn't go drive like that now. We would get on our computers and go to wherever we wanted virtually. It's just a different era.
Yeah, you're right. It was just free love and all that, and then they were just hanging out.
But like, think about this, man. And even in the 90s, I remember distinctly because so again, to reference my memory problems, I had an injury. Okay, I can remember everything pretty clear before that. I remember distinctly as a young teenager, we would just walk around and drive around for hours and hours and hours and do nothing. We would drive from like right outside of Houston, so like the very edge of Cypress, Houston, and we'd drive almost to Austin, but not even go to the city. We would just drive out in the middle of nowhere, and we'd go take a box of wine and some girls and go lay out on a blanket. We wouldn't even do anything. We would just lay there and talk all night. There wasn't
there you go.
Sex happening, bro. We were kids.
That's what these people did. That's for sure.
We were just hanging out, talking, and just flirting and stuff. But we were young, man. We'd go out there and just hang out. It was honestly, it was a little more innocent than it is now. Yeah. You know, we were just being around each other. We were enjoying our company versus having to stay busy and stay entertained. We were our entertainment. I would talk to my buddy James because we would make each other laugh. That's what we did. We talked all day. You know, I think that's what that is one thing about these movies that I think is odd. Is that people are going to see this stuff in another 10 or 15 years and be like, yo, what were they even doing driving?
Yeah, like where the fuck were they going? This poor guy in this fucking wheelchair, like,
also, you don't really
the activities.
The whole point is like, you don't care where they were going. The whole point of the movie was where they got to. So why did we care?
Yeah, it's 100% right. And then, you know, to bring up the second one yet again, like, dude, when we started this discussion and I told you that I thought that this whole thing was a ripoff, House of a Thousand Corpses was a total ripoff, and then Devil's Rejects was also a ripoff of the second one, I'm still 100% in that camp, dude. The fact that Dennis Hopper is the sheriff in Devil's Rejects coming and getting his revenge, because when Dennis Hopper sees that wheelchair, it makes him see red because he knows that his cousin was killed by this fucking person and they still had his fucking wheelchair. Dude, Dennis Hopper, that's the only thing that it's so hard for me to compare these two movies because I really like the second one, and I'm not going to say the second was better than the first because you'd fucking,
I would literally
you would hang up, and that's fine and that's fair. But Dennis Hopper's character in the second one is so fucking endearing to me that
for sure.
I miss that type of character in this movie, and that's not what this movie was about. It wasn't trying to be a hero fucking situation. It was just people ran out there, and dude, the end. Okay, so let's talk about real quick the end of this movie. That final scene is fucking glorious. Yes. I love that final scene where she's driving off, blood, and you can barely see. She's got these bright green eyes.
Right.
Blood is covered. She's driving off, and this dude, Leatherface, is basically doing like a choreographed dance with the fucking with the chainsaw.
Wait, do you know that was absolutely not choreographed?
No, I know, but
I wasn't sure if you knew.
I don't know. Curious. I did not know.
No, it was no. That wasn't even in the script, as far as I understand.
He just started
ran out there and did it, and they filmed it and kept it.
I fucking loved it, dude.
How
Him
crazy
like throwing a temper tantrum, but also like kind of like beautifully at the same time. Like, I don't know what that fucking was, but that last like 30 seconds, I was like, this is glorious.
Dude, my mind is blown that you thought that was done beautifully. I thought it was done horrifically.
Oh, it was so beautiful. Like it's so beautifully terrible, but such beauty to it. Like
I didn't see beauty in it at all. I saw terror and terror only.
Oh, it was so beautiful.
No, I'm not talking crap. I'm saying it's cool that we see it. I like when people that are friends can see things differently and still not argue about it. I'm not arguing with you. I don't think you're wrong. I'm just saying when I see it, I don't see that. I see like, oh my goodness, so I bet she's never ever going to go anywhere near that whole entire county ever again.
Oh,
like,
for sure. No, it's horrendous and terrible. But I just think the fact that like she's escaping and she's still screaming at him,
right?
Like from far away, she's like still screaming, and he's like throwing this child.
He's so pissed. He's so pissed.
I fucking love that scene, man. I loved it. I loved it. Whether it was intentionally supposed to be like this, because even like the sun is like coming up, you know, and like there's like a haze on the camera. It is fucking beautiful. I love that scene. It probably.
Oh shit. Steven, you good?
My favorite. Yeah, bro. What happened?
Cutting out.
That was weird. Everything just went dark.
Yeah, it's I think it's on your end. I'm still seeing everything fine on mine.
Yeah, no, my whole laptop just went out. I don't know why. I don't know how it came right back too. So.
But are you?
I don't know. Maybe it went to
or no?
I think
I can still hear you, so we're good on audio. So keep talking.
Yeah, I just think I was on a screensaver. No, that's it, man. I just think that 30 seconds is probably my favorite 30 seconds of any horror film I've ever seen. I don't know why. I just love it.
That's amazing. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, there was something I was going to say, and I can't remember that whole screen thing fucked me up because you're frozen on my screen still. I can only hear you. It's probably still filming, but so I was I know you saw me looking at my phone. I wasn't trying to be rude. I was typing down 2 questions I could put on my social media later. I want to get like polls. Is Chop Top from Texas 2 the same guy as Hitchhiker from the first film? And then there we go. Got you moving again. Is House of 1,000 Corpses a direct ripoff of Texas Chainsaw? I want to know other people's opinions because the 2 guys being the same guy, I think I'm on board with that fully at this point. But the ripoff thing, I don't know that I agree still. I think I still
throw in Devil's Rejects too while you're at it.
As a ripoff of the second one?
Just
are
elements
these 2
of
movies a direct ripoff of these 2 is what you want me to ask?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that tonight because that's crazy, man. Like I just never thought about it. Again, I'm not saying you're necessarily wrong. I don't see it.
And I
see like similarities.
Yeah, well, that's all I'm saying. I'm saying that Rob Zombie, whether consciously or subconsciously, watched both of those movies several times, and then said, "Oh, I'm gonna make a movie," and oops, it just happens to be like these other 2 movies.
You said the words ripoff, so I wanted to make sure we clarify this. I want to make sure because I don't care. Again,
I'll go with ripoff.
Yeah,
I'll go with ripoff. I mean, the answer is gonna be no. He was heavily influenced by. I'm sorry, dude. I think it's a ripoff. I think that the whole idea of a cannibal family in a small town, and the fact that like, and we see this, and we see it in to call back to the last video, we see it in Nothing But Trouble. There's somebody that escapes.
Yeah.
They go to somebody to help them, and what happens? They bring them right back to the danger. Same thing happened in Nothing But Trouble.
Yeah, but that happens in almost every horror movie.
But that's what this movie movie started that shit. This is the movie. That's my point.
Now I can't argue with that. That is true. I'm trying to think of one that might be older, but I can't think of one that does that.
That's my point, dude. Like, the question is,
Psycho does it first.
Well, and then you know, the definitely this movie was influenced by Psycho.
Yeah,
of course. And
so I'd have to go Psycho's first, but then this one really took
what
that
happens
concept
in Psycho,
and made it
into
its
Psycho?
own.
I don't remember.
Do what?
What happens at the end of Psycho?
Bro, like, let me think of exactly what happens. I mean, he goes to jail. Do what?
No, I'm saying she gets away and then they bring her back.
No, dude, she dies in Psycho early in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, he kills her in the fucking shower.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. And then her sister's looking for her. And then, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Psycho. Let me think.
But I'm saying, like, so you're telling me in Psycho she gets away from him and then she's brought back to the house again?
No, she goes to him for help and he kills her in the house. Like, it's not quite the same, but it's pretty fucking close. She pulls over to get some rest, needs his assistance. He gives her the assistance, and then he goes and kills her. It's very similar, where they stop.
I'm literally talking about somebody escaping and thinking they're safe, and then getting brought right back to the danger again because the person you think that they're safe with is working with the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because we just thought Leatherface was by himself. All of a sudden, she makes it back to the gas station, and this guy's a cannibal, and the barbecue they ate earlier was human flesh.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know what's crazy? So, man, down the line, we're gonna watch the remake of Texas Chainsaw, because I want you to see it, because while I think this movie holds up better than all the other ones, I think that the remake is a better movie.
That's with McConaughey?
No, like way after that, like 2003 or 4.
Okay.
It's just called the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's the same title. It's a remake of the movie, bro. You know the sergeant from Full Metal Jacket, the guy with the big eyebrows. I didn't know they stacked shit that tall.
Yeah.
He plays the fucking sheriff in that movie, bro.
Yeah.
The sheriff is like, I'm getting goosebumps, bro. Like he's a bad guy, bro.
Okay.
Dude, it's
so it's not really a
chef's kiss, bro.
So it's not a remake because there's no sheriff in the first one, right? It's just a reimagining, maybe.
It's a remake. It's just not the same. It's a remake. All remakes are different somehow.
Okay. So the sheriff is working for Leatherface in this one.
Okay, so when they go to the gas station in this one,
right,
and they get taken back,
it's a sheriff.
Thing happens. It's just the sheriff. Yeah.
Gotcha.
They get back to this place, and the sheriff's like, "What's going on? You guys okay?" And they're like, "Blah, blah, blah." And then all of a sudden, he starts saying like really like super passive aggressive stuff, and you're like, "What's up with this guy?" And then all of a sudden, you're like, he like opens his trunk to help him with something, and then you just see some gnarly shit that is like super not okay. And then you're like, wait a minute, that stuff shouldn't be there because that stuff belongs to somebody we know. And it's just like, and then his trunk slams, and he's like, "So you need some help?" And they're just like, yeah,
maybe
like
not,
scenario like that.
I can't wait, man. So that's the next one.
Really good movie. Do what?
That's the next one.
No, you know what? Let's keep this Texas trainer rolling, brother. Let's do it.
So we'll do that next, and do a House of 1,000 Corpses.
But you get to pick the other movie, so whatever you want to do.
I don't know, because it was weird. Like I picked Nothing But Trouble on the last one, and it actually tied into this too.
Dude, we can keep this story rolling, bro. These shows are fun, bro. Let's do it. So we're gonna do what? We're gonna do Texas Chainsaw, the remake, and we'll do House of 1,000 Corpses. Because I hate Rob Zombie, but his first 2 movies I really like, so I'm good with that.
Yeah. I remember being really disturbed when I saw House of 1,000 Corpses. This movie didn't disturb me very much. I mean,
wait till you see it again and you realize how many people that you know are in that movie.
Oh, really?
It's a huge cast. Dude, Dwight Schrute's in it.
John Candy?
Yes, he's the main guy. I almost made a John Candy joke at the first of this episode.
Uh-huh.
I was going to ask you, when you were talking about the movie, I was well, John Candy did a much better job in this one, though, right?
I mean, definitely.
I just didn't do it. But
he played Leatherface, right?
Right. Dwight Schrute's in this one, in House of 1,000 Corpses.
Yeah. Wow. Did not know that.
Yeah, he's the main guy. The main kid, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's Rainn Wilson.
Oh shit.
Dude, the main 2 boys, you're gonna recognize them immediately. I can't remember the other guy's name, but he's like this late night talk show thing. He's freaking huge.
Jimmy Fallon.
And that'd be amazing because I'd love to see that guy get killed.
Hey, me too. I hate Jimmy Fallon. I don't know why I hate him.
I don't, because he's fake as fuck, bro.
Yeah,
that guy's so fake.
I saw Conan O'Brien last.
At least when I don't know something about a horror movie, I don't act like I do. Like, I feel like he would be the guy that would be like, "Oh no, I knew that, bro." Like, dude, I don't care. It don't matter to me. I don't need to be cool for nobody.
I think he's an absolute poser. I was telling you, I saw Conan O'Brien's last episode the other night. It was pretty fucking tear jerking for me, man. Because
wait, he's done? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, but 1993 was his first fucking episode, and I was just thinking, no wonder why it's so influential, because 1993 is like the beginning. Like, I was 13, like 14 years old. Like, from there all the way to my entire fucking adulthood. He's been there.
Yeah, I was 11, so I was watching that stuff too, probably.
Yeah, man, that's fucking crazy.
Dude, Conan O'Brien was been my favorite one, bar none.
Hands down, bro. When he used to do that show after Leno, oh my god, it was so fucking funny. Anyway,
well, let's wrap this up so you can go get dinner. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What do you rate this one on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm gonna have to give it an 8. I at no point was I like bored. At no point did I want it to like speed up and get to the point. I thought the kills were like to the point. The first kill where he hits him in the head and the guy's legs are fucking flopping around, like that's excellent.
Well, dude, also even in the van when old buddy cuts his hand, the movie starts off. It doesn't wait.
So same exact fucking thing happened to me in the second movie. Remember when Chop Top was in the record shop? I liked that scene a lot. And same situation with here. That first scene where it's not supposed to be in the horror yet was actually one of the scariest parts of the movie. Him in that fucking van, cutting himself, taking a picture of the dude, burning it. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Dude, I thought they overreacted when he burned it, bro. It was on foil.
Yeah, it was a little much. I mean,
it's because they're all yuppies. They didn't know what to do.
Yeah. But I don't know. That he was very fucking scary in that scene in that van. Absolutely. 8 for me. It did not disappoint.
So I go 9.5.
Woo.
It is a near perfect movie. It holds up to this day. And my 9.5 is a personal 9.5. It's graded on enjoyment only. But I do think it's near perfect. I don't think you could change it and make it any better, except maybe adding a little bit of gore. So I don't give it a 10. I think if they added gore, it would be a 10. I think I gave Halloween a 9.5 as well. So it's up there with that stuff. If I give Halloween a 9.5, there's no way Texas Chainsaw isn't a 9.5 or better. So, and when I said Halloween doesn't hold up, I didn't mean that it wasn't a good movie. I just mean it's not scary. Dude, Texas Chainsaw is still scary. As far as a movie, it's a better made movie. It's, dude, freaking John Carpenter's masterpiece, man. Well, The Thing is probably his masterpiece, I guess. But whatever. That's a whole other debate. Yeah, dude, this movie was amazing, man. It was amazing. And the first time I watched it, it scared the shit out of me. It scared me, man, real bad. So,
dude, can you imagine sliding down, feeling that meat hook going into your back, knowing that you're dying, and then also at the same time having to watch your boyfriend getting sawed up? At the same time,
had like the wherewithal to put a bucket underneath her to drain the blood.
Jesus
so he clearly done this before.
And then she throws her in the freezer still alive. It's like, how many fucking different things do I have to go through here?
Right? I'm like,
now I'm gonna freeze to death, dude.
Just saw my junk off, dude.
My boyfriend got a sledgehammer to the head and he was done. Now the fucking, I'll tell you the only part that I had to look away was I thought they were gonna show some fucking cows getting killed with the sledgehammer, and I was gonna look away from that shit.
Yo, what's up with the? I think the guy in the wheelchair was like the great grandfather of Anton Chigurh.
Oh, because the fucking no shit. That's a good point. Talking about the new technology.
Yeah, so he's or like maybe not great grandfather because he was triple. Like, so let's say like great uncle or something of Anton Chigurh. So he knew about them cow things, bro. They're related, dude. No Country for Old Men. It's Texas
all the same
Chainsaw,
universe,
same
dude.
world, bro.
Yeah, dude, the prequel, man. Yeah, they got this new technology where the bolt goes right into the brain.
Bro, like, when I first saw that again after knowing about No Country, it blew my mind because I didn't remember him talking about that really.
Yeah, that's true. And I like how like the hitchhiker was like, dude, no, the old way's better. Did you hear them brag about Grandpa at the end saying that he got 60 in 5 minutes?
Yeah, that's so nuts, bro.
Dude, and he said the only reason why it wasn't more was because the people couldn't drag the carcasses out of the way fast enough. It's like,
so gnarly, dude.
Damn, can you imagine that's your job, just taking sledgehammers to cows all day long?
No, because I can't even kick a cow.
Fucking nightmare, bro.
I have gone cow tipping before, though.
Yeah, they're okay. You're not killing them.
No, but it's super mean.
It's a little mean, but Jesus Christ, dude.
I mean, I was a kid, dude. It took like 5 of us to push that damn cow over, okay?
Does it hurt them?
I don't know, but I didn't care in 1997. Like,
you didn't ask them?
No, I just took the mushrooms off their shit and left. That's what we used to do. We'd go out there and we'd go tip the cows and then get all the mushrooms because they couldn't get back up very well. So we'd tip them off, get the mushrooms, and bounce. So I hear. That's what I thought. That's what somebody told me.
I wonder. Yeah, right. Like, yeah, just I read that once in an article.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't me in Cypress, Texas in 1997, 98. It wasn't me.
That was somebody else.
Yeah.
He had dark hair. He had dark hair. I have blonde hair.
Right? He didn't have no tattoos back then. Like...
Right. He had no tattoos. I'm covered in tattoos. Clearly, it's not the same person.
Oh, dude.
Oh
yeah,
shit,
dude.
man! I'm so glad you made me watch this shit. It was so good. It was. This is something that I'd like to revisit. Once every other year, definitely. Like
we'll schedule this one down the road, maybe on our anniversary show or something, where we have like a 25th episode or something coming up or something, where me and you are our 25th episode together or something like that.
When's our real anniversary?
Fucking, I have no idea.
Really? You've forgotten already? Really? That's just fucking great. It's great. Unbelievable. I'm gonna close the laptop now.
But I was trying to come up with something witty and stupid, but I couldn't. And I started laughing instead.
My bad.
But yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. I'm glad to talk to you. Glad to hear from you. Glad to see you. I'm glad you got a new puppy.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, next 2 weeks
moving and shaking.
You up. You what?
I said I'm glad you're moving and shaking. You're getting subscriptions and people are loving you because I love you when I first met you, and I'm glad the rest of the world's getting to see you.
I'm pretty excited, man. This stuff's honestly it's kind of crazy, bro. I don't even understand it. So I'm just keep on rocking and rolling until the wheels fall off.
Do it, baby. You do it.
I'll probably give you a week and a half, and then I'll hit you up and just see, hey, you free this weekend? Talk for an hour and see if we can get it going. So go ahead and watch them in the next week or two, and then we'll talk back in a couple weeks.
You know what the platform they're on?
I can tell you right now. Hold on.
Is there an app for that? Because I don't.
Yeah, it's called Just Watch.
Oh shit! I have heard of that. I was having trouble finding a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Every time I looked it up, it was like the remake or this or that. So finally, I just went to shut.
You can rent it on Amazon Prime for like $3.99. Okay. That's what I would just do that.
All right.
And then House of 1,000 Corpses. See, I own all this stuff, so I don't have to worry about streaming services.
Mm-hmm. It kind of disturbs me that you never got your VHS of Nothing But Trouble. Did you follow up on that?
I just got my money back and let it. I don't care.
Was it eBay?
Yeah. Dude, I've been having so many problems with the postal service in the last few months. Not just my stuff, but getting stuff, dude. All across the board. I've had to refund people this week that just never got their product, and there's no way to tell where it's at. It just says still. It says still pending, just for weeks and weeks and weeks. I think they're stealing shit personally. I think the postal workers are stealing things. That's what I think. I think they know what. I think they know what shape a VHS box looks like. I think they know what a comic book package looks like, a DVD package looks like, or a sports car package looks like. Dude, there's no way that you couldn't convince me they don't know what that stuff is. As many packages as they handle, and you don't think that they know the shape of something that carries more than likely a collectible?
Yeah, 100%. You're right. You're 100% right. I don't know if they're stealing. They could definitely tell what's in there for sure.
But dude, you can reach both movies on Prime. House of 1,000 Corpses is included with your Prime, and then for $3.99 you can watch Texas Chainsaw 2003.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I'll get back with you in a week or two, and then we'll schedule something. So hopefully within the next 2 or 3 weeks we'll have another video we can do.
Cool, brother. I appreciate it, man. It's always a fucking blast talking with you, man.
Hell yeah. More Hangout, everybody. That's what we do over here. I almost said Shop 31, or 31, whatever. Same old thing. It's the same person, same place, same office, and same puckered butthole, folks.
I didn't know that was your sign-off tagline.
Oh man, dude. No, my sign-off is take care of yourself and be kind to others. We need more kindness in this world. So,
true story.
Y'all be good, folks. See you next time. Peace.